Arsonists are some of the most stealthy, mysterious, and downright malicious criminals in history. Revenge, insurance money, and boredom are just some of the reasons why arsonists attack. With thousands of acres ruined, millions of dollars in damage, and thousands of innocent victims killed, arsonists are to blame for much of America's destroyed lands and financial woes. So in this video, we are going to talk about the 3 serial arsonist killers reacting to life sentence. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 3. Michael Marin. A horrified courtroom looked on a man who had just been convicted of burning down his $3.5 million mansion, collapsed and died in front of them. Michael Marin, 53, was found guilty of arson by a jury in Maricopa County Superior Court. He appeared shocked and closed his eyes as the verdict was read before appearing to put something in his mouth and wash it down with liquid in a plastic water bottle. In the shocking courtroom video, he then fell to the floor a few minutes later in convulsions. Mr. Marin was taken to a hospital in Phoenix, Arizona, where he was pronounced dead. When Marin's trial began in May, prosecutors said he could face 16 years in prison if he was convicted. Marin burned down his Phoenix mansion on July 5, 2009, after it failed to sell at a charity auction. Fire department investigators determined the fire was deliberate after finding several points of origin throughout the sprawling 6,600 square feet home with 4 garages. Marin later told authorities that he had escaped after setting the fire by climbing from the 2nd floor using a rope ladder and wearing a scuba diving suit, according to Fox. Number 2. Thomas Sweet. On a chilly January night in 1985, Sweat was walking home through the streets of Washington, D.C. from his shift at a Roy Rogers store. When he passed an attractive man, Sweet decided to follow him home in an attempt to meet him. Sweet kept his distance and watched the man walk inside his home. He wanted to see him again, but under one condition. The only way would be through fire, Sweet wrote in his letter to Dave Jamieson, a Washington City paper journalist. Sweet changed clothes at home and drove his sister's car to a gas station. He filled a 2-liter soda bottle with gas, went back to the man's home, and set it ablaze. The man ended up on the porch in his underwear running from the fire, just as Sweet wanted. He suffered 3rd-degree burns on over 60% of his body. His daughter and stepdaughter also sustained burns, and his wife passed in the fire. Number 1. Jacob Morgan. A 17-year-old autistic boy who killed his toddler half-brother after setting fire to his home openly wept in court as he was jailed for 15 years. Jacob Matthew Morgan cried as he pleaded guilty to starting the blaze that burned 14-month-old Joshua Hill to death in March 2015. The teenager's family, from Rock Hill, South Carolina, have stood by their eldest son since his arrest, and his mother, Julie Hill Dover, protested his innocence in court on Tuesday. Hill Dover and her husband Mike Hill, Morgan's stepfather, and Joshua's father had left Morgan to look after Joshua and said the 17-year-old was asleep when the fire started. Deputy Solicitor Willie Thompson said at a previous hearing that Morgan waited outside the home as it burned and didn't call for help or save his younger brother, all of which showed malice. Fire experts said evidence suggested 2 fires were started, with one in the living room and another on a blanket in the master bedroom where Joshua was sleeping. Prosecutors also argued that Morgan told police he was fascinated by fire and had set one in the house 2 weeks earlier. Mr. Thompson said the defendant ultimately admitted that he had never gone back to sleep, that he was playing with tea candles, and that he was lighting them up and had a fascination with fire. At a preliminary hearing last year, Morgan broke down in tears and collapsed on the floor as prosecutors spoke of the trailer park fire that killed Joshua. The teenager cried in court again on Tuesday as he pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, unlawful conduct toward a child, and 3rd-degree arson. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.